Minimum wage in Oregon has gone up again. Katerra still owes outstanding debt to subcontractors, and Oregon's record heat wave takes nearly 95 lives. Let's get right to it. Last week, Oregon saw record high temperatures. Records were not just broken, they were smashed across the regions. We saw temperatures as high as 115 degrees. We had nearly 100 people die in their homes without AC. And we wanted to reach out and say that we're praying for the families and the friends of all of those who lost loved ones out there. I actually wanted to take a minute to say, what does this have to do with the construction business? Well, there are many homes that do not have air conditioning here in Oregon. And so a lot of my HVAC friends, my heating and air conditioning people, have been out working double time. Most of them do commercial work. And so they've been out trying to, make sure these units are maintained. This doesn't seem to be the only heat wave we're going to have this summer. It was pretty early in the season and we broke all these records. And so they are also making air conditioning units available to low-income people through the state, through their medical care, and their doctor can write a prescription. So they have a program for that here. But for the commercial systems, this, and also the energy grid, this was taxing our system to the max because Oregon isn't used to getting temperatures like this. So we're gonna go ahead and continue to keep you updated. We just wanted to send our thoughts and cares out to the family and friends of those who had actually fallen during this last heat wave. And it looks like we have a plan to improve it. We're gonna see a lot more AC units that people didn't think they needed included in the builds of new homes as that new construction comes through. So with that, let's move on. So as many of you know, Qatar Construction went into bankruptcy in early June, and they laid off a lot of their employees. They had nearly 8,000 employees worldwide. And there's a lot of people who are like, well, who is Katerra? Why does it matter? Well, Katerra's been around for about 6 years, and they were a turnkey, all-in-one construction company. It was a radical new idea. It was a new way to kind of do everything straight from the design board all the way through the supply chain process. Qatar Construction controlled everything. They controlled all the subcontracting, the general contracting, design elements, everything. So as a turnkey, all-in-one construction business, over time they said there was a lot of management issues. And as a one company fits all solution, many contractors and subcontractors were affected. Now, with this bankruptcy, the outstanding liabilities to subcontractors now exceeds $75 million at the time of this report. They had over 40-something projects nationally that were left undone, and there are people that are left unpaid. So we're gonna see this kind of go into litigation. And so what they're going to do is they're filing Chapter 11, and this means they could re-emerge. They had their own facilities down in Phoenix, Arizona, and they have not seemed to show any interest in letting that go. So what they may do is have to pay off all of their bills, pay their creditors, and Katerra may re-emerge. I've been listening to some industry experts to say that Katerra, or at least their model, may re-emerge because they felt like many processes in the construction business were inefficient. So one of the questions we're asking is, have you seen a better way? Have you seen where Katerra did something right out there in the industry? We want to hear from you. Let us know. We only know a little and we can report on what's actually being reported on here, but I want to hear from you, the contractors on the ground. Are there any subcontractors out there that's been affected by Katerra projects? How do you expect to get paid out? How does that affect you going forward? So we're going to keep following up on this and more. Thank you. And now to our next story. Minimum wage went up again in Oregon, and it goes up every July on an annual increase up through 2023. Now, the Portland metro area minimum wage has gone up to $14 an hour, and the standard wage throughout the state will be $12.75 an hour, and then the rural will be $12 an hour in the rural counties outside the Portland metro area. This fits with the annual increases in the bill that they passed in 2016, and the standard rate will be adjusted annually all the way through 2023. Now, the Portland metro area will also increase to $14.75 an hour in 2022, then another 25 cents an hour over the standard minimum wage, capping at $16 an hour by 2023. The rural increases are not as extreme, moving from $12 an hour this year, $12.50 an hour in 2022, and then in 2023, when the final part of this law is passed, it will be $1 less than the standard minimum wage. So the highest it could go is $15. Now, this is expected to affect the service industry especially, which a large part of our rural economies are based upon tourist dollars and everything. I do not know how much this will affect the construction business, because a lot of the construction jobs that I'm seeing are way above minimum wage. I don't know though. I would like to hear from you guys out there, from the contractors and the subcontractors, because maybe some of your labor, this could increase costs. I want to know how these issues affect the day-to-day contractor. What, if any, is the effect of the new minimum wage been on your business? Do you just pass that along? I mean, we're taking a look at these things because we care about the issues that matter to you. And also, if there's something that you'd like to hear more about, please let us know. We want to hear about it. We're growing together. I'm Sean Tolan, Construction Business TV. Y'all stay cool, stay safe, and have an amazing day.